Hello, and thank you for your interest in learning more about the knowledge and understanding competences that form part of our definition of learning and provide important cornerstones of our expected school-wide learning results. At ACS International Schools, we define learning as the growth and development in knowledge and understanding, skills, and dispositions. I'm Ben Wren, the head of the Center for Inspiring Minds, and this brief video has been developed to provide information about how our school community has expressed its ideas about the importance of knowledge and understandings through its philosophy statements, and more recently in the discussions that have taken place at the Big Thinks, at the First Education Summit, and in the classrooms of our campuses. In this first of 3 short videos, we will be focusing on one part of our definition of learning, in this case, knowledge and understanding, and we'll be sharing illustrative examples from our existing campus-level philosophy statements, from our Big Think discussions about important and distinctive features of international school education, from our Education Summit discussions about a shared ACS International Schools philosophy, and from student engagement activities that have recently been carried out on some of our campuses. When we talk about learning for understanding, we're talking about the development of core content knowledge that all learners need to be able to understand how the world works, to take effective action, and to make a difference, to act ethically, and to self-manage their future learning. If we begin by looking at our former campus-level philosophy statements, we find that there is little specific reference to knowledge and understanding. Perhaps because these are assumed in a school philosophy. After all, schools are places associated with the acquisition of knowledge. To illustrate this point, one of the campus-level philosophy statements stated that we promote the acquisition of knowledge with a focus on personal excellence. Others focused on interdisciplinary learning, including global learning and service learning. In the First Education Summit, where participants were developing elements of a shared school philosophy, high standards of scholarship were noted as an important element. In contrast, the Big Think discussions about knowledge and understanding were quite extensive. When it came to traditional subject or discipline-based learning, the Big Think discussions focused on mathematics, English, world languages, and technology. This despite our school's broader curriculum that includes science, history, the arts, and physical education. It's assumed that the Big Think discussions in no way diminished the importance of a well-rounded curriculum, but rather focused on what participants perceived as core competences. Excerpts from participant responses and the Big Think reports include: math, science, and language are key knowledge areas for the 21st century. ACS International Schools promotes the development of more than one language, and this will likely be a characteristic of international schools in the future. And students must gain knowledge in digital and information literacy. A student with digital and information literacy has the ability to effectively and thoughtfully evaluate, navigate, and construct information, and to function fluently in a digital world. When it came to learning across disciplines, the Big Think discussions focused on interdisciplinary learning, global learning, and service learning. Big Think preparatory documents noted that cross-disciplinary knowledge is both a form of knowledge as well as a skill. It allows students to access, combine, and synthesize information from a variety of sources. One form of interdisciplinary learning that generated significant comment was global learning. Global learning enables students to understand world cultures and events, analyze global systems, appreciate cultural differences, and apply this knowledge and appreciation to their lives. Another form of interdisciplinary learning that was discussed was service learning. Service learning enables students to understand authentic and often complex community-level issues, to work collaboratively to solve community problems, and to use this knowledge to build personal frameworks for making a difference. To learn more about the learner outcomes related to knowledge and understanding, which are described in the campus's individual philosophy statements, the Big Think documents and discussions, the Education Summit 1 documents and discussions, and the student feedback gathered in early February 2016, please refer to the Learner Outcomes Analysis Sheet available on the SIM website. Thank you for your interest in helping to develop the ACS International Schools expected school-wide learning results. Additional videos have been recorded to introduce the skills and dispositions that have featured in past documents and discussions and will likely feature in the expected school-wide learning results. Please look for the recordings on the SIM website.